All right. Hello. Pardon my crazy hair today. It was very fluffy. I forgot to condition it last night, but oh well. Hello. Welcome. Um, Happy Sunday. Happy, what week are we going into? We are going into week 33 of the year, which is kind of crazy. How are we doing? Are we enjoying the week? Has it been productive for us? It has been semi-productive for me in terms of I got my gargoyle. He's done in there in the corner, watching over us and keeping away evil things. Um, I had a friend ask if she could commission 2 crochet critters for Christmas gifts. So I guess I'm going to try out that. And then I got quite a bit of editing done. I got a lot of the Chimera Moon stuff compiled into a single document in terms of like notes and world building and all that kind of stuff for all the multiple different books. I got those compiled, which is an enormous file, but you know, it's okay. We'll deal with it. So I've got that stuff done. We got some more baby clothes for Bestie's babies. And so this coming Saturday, we're gonna have essentially like a hangout party. It's like celebrating both of the babies. One baby is turning 2, and the other baby has just turned 4 months. But because they live overseas, we don't get to see them all that often. So, but yeah, so that's this next weekend. I get to see both Besties and Bestie's babies, little mini me's. So that's gonna be exciting. And yeah, so semi-productive. It feels like the last couple of days I have not done my morning writing, and I can tell that there is a difference in sort of like how awake and energized I feel. So I can tell that there is a clear difference in terms of that. But I was not able to bring myself to like do them for like 3. I needed like a couple mornings where I was just like lie in or whatever. But at the same time, that sort of like leaves my brain less clear than the other days. Sorry, I'm messing with the camera a little bit. But yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so that's how it is. I'm apparently starting a small crochet business in terms of like, at least I'm going to be commissioned for 2 critters. Anyway, for friends. I don't know if I'll do any of the market stuff or not, but at least with the gargoyle, I feel like I was gaining some confidence, and then the pattern for the dog is working up pretty easily so far. So cross my fingers. I did have to go. I thought I would have enough. I didn't realize like just quite how many. I didn't read real closely how many yards/meters of yarn would be required for the dog. So I had to raid my stash that I had hoarded for finishing the blanket for the other yellow skein that I'm going to have to use for the dog. So, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. And I can always go back to the store. So, but anyway, so how are we doing? How was our week? How's next week shaping up to be? I think most of what I'm going to be doing today is sort of prepping for next week in terms of I've got to set up next week, which I think I'm going to set up differently in my Bujo than I did this week. and sort of outline very, very clearly for myself some hours to do writing and then some hours to do crochet, because I'm sort of like haphazard and sort of like, oh, today I feel like this. And so that off days where I don't stream, I'm much more likely to like run errands or like take the whole day to crochet or something. So I need to figure out more of like a clear time block situation, especially since I'm testing the dog pattern and then I'm going to be testing a cat pattern for potential critter. But yeah, so I decided, that was what I decided, is a lot of today is going to be set up for writing next week so that I can focus on writing as well as crochet. But yeah, so there we go. That's what I'm doing. Megan says, hello, I discovered something in the archives that no one on the internet has talked about. Ooh, interesting. Are you going to tell us what it is, or okay, you think you may cover it in a post and you're very excited about it? Excellent. It sounds exciting. I love it for you that you're excited about it as well. And I'm always interested in sort of like the deep dark secrets the archives hold. So Maya has been procrastinating. You need some sprints. Excellent. Yay. Any way we can help, that is good. So you took a break from your work in progress to finish an anthology novel, and now you feel very disconnected from the story and you're having trouble with jumping back in. Oh no. Can you write just like a scene with your main characters? Will that help get your character, like, even if it's not a scene that's necessarily part of the novel, just like a scene from the character's POV? Would that help? Maybe. Then maybe you could use it for like a newsletter or like an outtakes or a short story compilation, that kind of thing. Stacy says, I will be leaving in half hour to take my kids to a birthday party, and you have a stomach ache. Oh no. I'm sorry. Saltines, ginger ale, or Sprite. And hopefully not, maybe don't have cake and cupcakes on top of the sore stomach. Or upset stomach. Becca says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Megan says, what I'm actually trying to do is find a way to make my journey from Tennessee to Nevada. Makes sense narratively, but so far you can't see any connection. So is this on your trip back? Okay, so are you thinking Western migration? There's always the Native American indigenous populations moving westward because of forced reservations and stuff. Tennessee to Nevada, driving there. Okay, yes. So this is, okay, is this on the way back? So are you flying to Tennessee and then driving back? Because you're in California, so sorry, my brain is being stupid this morning. Afternoon, whatever time it is. CB says, hello. Hello. Welcome. Kara is here. Hello. You're going to be doing a whole bunch of editing. You had trouble getting back into the project while dealing with the phishing attack last month. Yeah, it's a paid project, so you really need to get on it. Yes. Hopefully the sprints can help. Carrie says, hi from work. Hello. Welcome. Megan says, it's related to women's suffrage in New York in the late 1860s. The thing from the archive. Exciting. Maya says to Becca, hi, haven't watched your latest Forgotten Female Fiction yet, but I'm excited. Yes. Your BFF is moving and you're helping her move. Okay, gotcha. But you want to relate it to the women's suffrage movement and future President Harris. Cross fingers, knock on wood. Yes. Okay, so and then you're flying from Nevada to home. Okay, so BFF is moving from Tennessee to Nevada. So you are driving with BFF. Okay. Finally understood. I thought you were driving to see her and then back. So that was what my confusion was. Okay. Got it. Got it. Yay. Brain clicks. Okay, so we need a card. We need a card for today. And it's going to be an adventure. We haven't seen each other in about 11 or 12 years. Oh, you'll have so much to catch up on. That'll be so fantastic. It'll be great. So good. I said, like, your BFFs, the ones that, like, it doesn't matter how far apart, how long apart you've been away from each other. Like, you know, it's just the minute you get back together, you are able to have just like conversation about anything and everything, and it's great. It's great. All right, so today we pulled the buffalo, and it's in the inverted position. It's number 10 in case you need a number. The abundant universe will provide. Okay, so here's our buffalo. The abundant universe will provide. Let's see if it'll go back to here. Okay, so again, in inverse position. So upside down. When the buffalo appears to visit you with a message of protection, he is asking you to shift your thinking from poverty consciousness to one where you trust that the universe will provide. Have you been falling into financial insecurity, worrying that there will not be enough money in the future? Have you been stressing and feeling sorry for yourself, worrying that because you have no romantic relationship now, you will never have one? Do you see the scarcity where there is, in fact, abundance? Are you comparing yourself to others and falling short? Self-pity, entitlement, fear, and lack are all thought viruses that seduce you into darkness. The buffalo nudges you to make a gratitude list and be mindful of your thoughts at this time. Even if outer events have happened to challenge your beliefs in abundance, outer conditions are temporary. If you are suffering from a malaise of fear that you are impoverished, realize that it is only poverty of perception and perspective. Prayer, communion with the higher powers, and gratitude coupled with compassionate, selfless service will snap you right out of it. Give to someone who has less than you. Be thankful for the tiniest things and say affirmations. Then you will remember that abundance is the true nature of the world. So, there you go. Scarcity mindset is really, really hard to get out of, says the person who suffers from it very often. So this is a very appropriate reminder for myself, but also I just find that with media nowadays, it's all like fear-based reports. So keep that in mind, that scarcity, poverty, take the time to appreciate what you have, take the time to appreciate opportunities, see the opportunities are headed your way. But also, as writers with imposter syndrome, the question of, are you comparing yourself to others and falling short? This one is a major one for those of us with imposter syndrome, because we often look at books that are being published and, we don't know how many times they've been revised and edited, and they have professional editors and copy editors and everything like that. And so we're like, oh, my writing is not that good. My writing is trash because we've just written like a nano draft. And, a first draft, a zero draft is nowhere near ready to be published. And so you have to kind of remember that and talk yourself out of that, comparing yourself to others. And even like if you're trying to grow an authortube channel, that like, well, my channel is not doing as good as so-and-so's channel. Like, well, how come so-and-so is getting all the views and I don't get them? It's that jealousy, that insecurity, that imposter syndrome, that you're never going to break out, that you're never going to have followers, all that kind of stuff. And it's just not true. there is abundance everywhere. There will always be people who will support you. There will always be people who find you interesting or who want to work with you, just like we're going to be working together on sprints. So the buffalo is a really good reminder that there is abundance all around us and the universe is always going to provide. So we just have to check and make sure that we are not mentally falling down that spiral of scarcity and imposter syndrome. So there's your card for today, which I think is a very good card. You love the buffalo. Yes, it's a good one. You love this Cajun trail mix, but it's spicy and salty, and so now the inside of your mouth feels like Death Valley. Oh no! Oh no! Quick, have something to drink. Becca says to Maya, thank you. I hope you'll like it for the Forgotten Females video. Your best friend and her kid will be at this party too. Nice. I'm glad you'll be able to see them. You drew the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, okay. Okay. The 10 is the sort of like, okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm like cycling through. Megan says, I've been worried about the idea of scarcity in terms of your journey's post. Yeah. Scarcity mindset is really, really hard to shake. It's one of the things that I keep coming back to. And I don't know if it's because, like, as a millennial, we watched the housing crash, we watched the 2008 crash, we watched 9/11 and the impending, like, it feels like our world has ended about 5 times. We've gone through the pandemic, all this kind of stuff. And so I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's being raised by a mom who was second of 7 children, and they had a severe scarcity mindset because of the number of kids that they had. And so having to feed all of them. And then my father's parents went through the Great Depression, And so there's a scarcity mindset. So it's like just like funneled through the generations. So it's really hard to get rid of. Carrie says, wow, this is so relevant. Yeah, the scarcity mindset and the imposter syndrome thing is very, very prevalent, and from what I have seen and talked to people about. So Kara says, the Therapets deck gave me the cat that says, you are enough today, tomorrow, and always. This is something you've really been struggling with. You pulled this card several times the past couple weeks. And I remember you pulled this earlier. Yeah. And it's something that maybe this should be your affirmation for the next month or so. Just, stick it up on where you can see it somewhere and read it to yourself every day. Carrie says, you've been very much in the scarcity fear because we got our payment amount for Peanut's school tuition. Oh my God. Yeah. Daycare and tuition for I don't know how old Peanut is. And don't tell if you don't feel comfortable with that. But yeah, like talking to my bestie about the cost of daycare, and she's potentially thinking about doing IVF for a second child. And so then having 2 kids in daycare is going to eat up a lot of her salary because it's just so expensive. The cat looks like the one whose name and silhouette I have tattooed on my left shoulder. Nice. He was very special to me. I lost him to multiple symptom failure on his 6th birthday. Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm glad you have the tattoo to carry him with you. And apparently the card that keeps coming back to visit you. Maya says, focus on your own journey. We all have different starting points. You focus on your why you are doing what you're doing, rather than the imposter syndrome, and rather than being jealous or envious of other people's. Yes. Yeah. You also struggle with imposter syndrome big time. Yes. Me too. Me too. Me 3, me 4, me infinity, however many. For Stephanie, hello, welcome. You have me at Buffalo. Yes, buffaloes are cool. So Maya says, I think it's also important to remind yourself that when it comes to your own journey, that we all have different struggles and paces. Example, your chronic health conditions makes you work slower and you need more rest. But even if you have a slower pace or a different journey, it doesn't make it any less worthy. You are worth it, and people need your stories. I agree with this, and thank you for saying it that way. Yes. Stace says, I have just realized that I'm not getting anything done, and I just need to keep working. Oh no. Scarcity mindset is serious shadow work, right? Yes, I would agree with that. Becca pulled a Carpe Diem pill. Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. This is also very true from T.S. Eliot. I love the little poetry pills that you found at the poetry pharmacy in London. That was so great. If you haven't seen Becca's London vlog, make sure you go watch it so you can see what Becca is talking about. Also on Instagram, if you're not following, Becca has posted some of the little poetry prescriptions. Adorable. So cute. Daycare is rough. Yeah, when Peanut did daycare, we had a family discount, thank goodness. Mother-in-law worked at the center, and that was still tight. Yeah, this school will be tight on the budget, but we will manage. And it is worth it for her needs and education. Yeah. Yeah. That is the thing. It is necessary. Becca says, apparently the lid on my water bottle wasn't screwed on all the way. Oh no! So your shirt is now soaked. At least it was just water. Right? Hopefully it was just water. But yeah, that's oopsies. Cool Gamer is here. Hello, welcome. Maya says to Becca, I was at a party the other day and someone spilled a full cup of water on my phone and me. Oh no. Hopefully you missed anything valuable. Yeah, I hope so too. And hopefully your phone was fine. Hopefully you could like stick it in some rice or pasta or something. And yeah. Maya says, oh no. Or Becca says to Maya, oh no. Yeah. Speaking of like sticking in rice and whatever. I saw a post where someone you know how they have the animals or the critters that are stuffed with rice and they're supposed to be like you can throw them in the microwave and warm them up and then like use them as a heating pad. Apparently this person decided that it was a shark, so shark shaped, decided that the shark needed a round in the washing machine because it had gotten stained or dirty or whatever. Anyway, sent it through the wash, sent it through the dryer, and then figured out that the process had cooked the rice inside the shark. And I was like, oh no, oh no. And I think it had burned the rice as well, essentially. There was not enough water to like really like that stayed in there to like fully expand the rice, but it was enough to like start the process, and then sticking it in the microwave burned it. So anyway, so she had to cut open the shark and like throw away the innards, wash it again, and then figure out like what she wanted to stuff it with the second time. And I was like, oh no, the poor sharky. But also I had not thought of the heating pads and like how you wash them. Because I think we had only had like square ones that had a felt cover that you, so like we could take the cover off and wash it. I didn't think about any of the critter shaped ones. So I felt really sorry for her and her shark. Your phone survived. Yay! Excellent. You're so glad that Karma's school is covered and we only need to pay for summer school, which is optional. Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Yeah, that's my brother and sister-in-law contemplated where they wanted to send the boys. But they decided that for twofold reasons, they decided that the school they were considering, which would have been a greater blow to their budget, was just too much of a budget hassle. But also, if they sent the kids to the public school, then they would have a greater diversity of kids to learn to be friends with. So they went that option. You pull the Three of Chalices from the Buffy Tarot deck, reversed. Think of the reversed Three of Chalices as Halloween in Sunnydale. Monsters take the night off and leave the carnage for another day. Take some inspiration from them and give into that feeling, begging you to stay home. What a card to draw when you pick up a shift. Yeah. The Three of Chalices, though, chalices are usually emotions. And I've often heard that the Three of Cups or Three of Chalices in the inverted position is usually like a triangle of emotions. And so there's a lot of jealousy involved, which could also be relating back to like imposter syndrome and maybe some of the scarcity mindset as well. Okay, now that we've had our card pull and we've talked about the scarcity mindset, let's go ahead and get a sprint started. We're going to start with the beach timers. Then we're going to move to the other waterfall timers, I guess. Am I sharing? No. Okay. That's my question always when I swap to the when I swap, I'm like, am I sharing this already or not? And I can. Okay. Okay. Now we can finish setting up the rest of the stuff. All right. So if you have already been working today, now's a great time to save your document. If you've not yet been working, now's a great time to pull up what you think you're going to be working on. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my doc, move it off to the side, adjust the size of the chat, all that kind of fun stuff. 2 is make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm making faces over here because I'm trying to figure out how I want to arrange next week in the bullet journal, and I was thinking about faux Dutch doors, but now I'm like, do I need to make actual Dutch doors to make this make sense in my brain? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I would have another, okay. Yeah, takes up a lot of space though. So I'm trying to, do I want that many pages? Do I need that much space? Do I need that much space? What do we think? Do we want like an extra spacious spread for next week, or go with a more condensed? What do you think? Stacy had a reminder for us. Was the poll up for anybody? It was not. I forgot to do that when I was coming in. So I put it up. So the poll is now available. The picture poll for today for the thumbnail is which does your character prefer, meditation or exercise for clearing their head? Which does your main character prefer, or you yourself, or one of your side characters, or your villain? Who knows? Whoever you want it to be. Stacy had to go now. Hopefully you enjoy the party. And Cool Gamer 2 says you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah. So I went from, I really don't have a huge amount of stuff listed for this past week. One of the boxes felt a little crowded, so I'm giving more space to that. But if I give myself more space, then I have more space for decoration. So, I'm trying to think of like, do I want to do like a faux Dutch door and like still have the space on the pages, or do I want to like cut this and only have like a half door, like a half page for a couple of pages, so I could have Monday, Wednesday. So I'd have 1, 3. I'd have 3 half pages, and then I would have the end of the week over here. So do I want to cut 3 pages for 1 week? That seems excessive. So I'm just trying to think of like, okay, well, how do I do it then? Because every other time then when I've got like a meal planner running down, so 1/2 sheet or one side of a half, and then I've got my sort of like, I've got to track my hydration better because I keep like falling off of that, and then just like a section for general notes, and then I've got to have a section for tasks. But other than that, I just need like maybe a half page or a quarter page for the daily stuff, like approximately a quarter. So like, yeah, I think I'll figure it out on these, just with the single fold page. My indecision abounds, that's for sure. Your knees, and you prefer yoga to mountain biking. I can see that. Becca says, shoot, I had it muted because I was editing my tutorial. I got a good chunk edited though. Excellent. I'm glad. I am glad. I'm hoping that it won't take me too long to set the rest of this up. I've got everything penciled in now, and I think I'll go with just like how I've got it penciled in. And then, yeah. So anyway, you changed your whole schedule for your 12-month plan. You decided you needed to force yourself to take weekends off. Probably a good plan for like longevity, right? You can still work, but it has to be by choice. No pressure that way. I like that. I like that a lot because you need breaks. You need breaks, you need rest, you need time to recover, or go like on a weekend just out and about, go to a museum, go to the beach, go visit something that is outside of your like little area you normally go to. You need room for adventures, right? That's the thing, is you need room for adventures. I know I keep messing with my hair and I know I keep putting it up, but I'm trying to learn to like just leave my hair down. Just leave it down. Because normally I put it up and then, but then when it's down, I mess with it. So I don't know. Anyway, if anybody has any tips for like not messing with your hair when it's down, let me know. So, Becca says, yeah, I just wasn't taking any days off. That's the problem. Your London trip really emphasized that to you. Yeah. It's like, it's such a difference when you do start to take time off again and like really actually recharge. That was one of the things that burned me out from when I was teaching, was just I was lesson planning, I was grading every single day, didn't take any time off. And so like Saturdays and Sundays, I was still grading. Or lesson planning, or just doing something for work every day, and just it's not a feasible way of life. That is for sure. So you need to remember to take breaks and recharge. All right. That in mind, let's go ahead and do another sprint. We'll just keep on the same timer. So this one will also be a 25. Don't forget, the second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something you want to promote that is writing adjacent, please make sure you do so. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, website, blog, social media handles, any of those things that are writing adjacent, please let us know where to find you, especially if you have books out, books coming out soon, books out recently, or books on sale. Let us know where to find your book. That in mind, 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. I'm going to have to switch to my water. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how are we doing? I am hoping that this is going to turn out okay. Anyway, so I've decided to go with a cream underlay of some of the stickers I got. It's not focusing at all. Is it gonna focus? I don't know. Maybe on that one. It's like, where's the camera? There it is. See if it'll focus at all. No. Okay. I don't know how to get it to do. Let's see if it'll do it with a bit of white. There. Yes. And then maybe take it away. I don't know. Anyway, it's hard to hold something up and cover where I am seeing to get the other. And so then I'm doing sort of like a faux thick thin line work there. And I have essentially just the one box to go in terms of like the week-long tracker. And then I'll just put some headers in for 3 days a week. And I have one more large archway that I could put in. So I'm thinking it's going to go on the bottom over here next to the other tracker. So yeah, that's where we're thinking. How about y'all? What'd you get done? I feel like it doesn't seem like I accomplished very much. I made some decisions anyway. So also don't forget to do your promo for your stuff. Carrie H. Author, promo time. Here's Carrie's link, the link tree. You have books, serial fiction, a Substack, a YouTube, and the most recent video is your Northern Michigan vlog. Nice. Jackie is here. Hello, welcome. Also, let me check out your avatar because it looks cool. Very cool. Very cool. I like it. Tessa says hello. Hello, welcome. Carrie's excited to see Tessa. Tessa says hey back. It says I love it in terms of the Bujo spread. Yes, thank you. I wasn't quite sure about the cream paper, but now that I have more than one instance of it, I think it looks better. So I'm like, first one I slapped down, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Very pretty, thank you. You got another chunk edited of your video. Fantastic. Hey, Tessa just won about $10 at bingo. Nice. Very nice. The local university starts back this week, so I'm hoping that within a month or so, the local place that does bingo nights is going to be like doing them again. So then I will have to report back as to whether or not I can win anything at bingo. Tutorials are so much harder to edit. Tutorials are hard to edit because you have to make sure that everything is clearly communicated and clearly shown, and as concise of a manner as possible. Maya says, I did more writing and now I am working on more admin things. Excellent. Good job. Tessa's been working on your memoir and thinking you should try to do a reverse outline as your timeline is messed up, and maybe that will work. Possibly, like as you write, add things to the timeline. Yes. Yeah, that will help, I'm sure, because then it will give you a clear visual of how things are like where things are, so that if you need to reorder and resort scenes in your memoir, then you can do so. Okay. Also, anytime you need to take a bio break, please do. As we stay hydrated, we take bio breaks, right? Okay. So I'm going to continue working on my bujo. As I'm working through them, I'm sort of also mentally cataloging things that I need to do for this evening. Like I need to finish creating next week's thumbnails and schedule the streams and all that kind of fun stuff. New SEO terms to maybe try out, things like that. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and do the next sprint. Let me share the screen again. And also, y'all don't forget to check out everybody's channels. You can access them by right-clicking on, by clicking on the three dots next to their comment, and then right-clicking and opening a new tab for going to their channel. Make sure you're subscribed to everybody. Ooh, so close. Definitely not quite where I wanted to be. There we go. Okay. All right. 1, save your document, which I still have not touched yet. 2, take a sip if you haven't done so in a while. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm filling in the day-to-day for next week, sort of the things that I want to make sure I'm daily checking off. I did go ahead and I added another sticker too. So the first double page stud says, look to the past and reflect, look to the stars and dream is on the second page of the spread. And then so I've got my water tracker, a place for some notes and maybe some general tasks that need to get done in the week. And then I've got a meal tracker, just like a quick notation of like what we had for each meal. So I stacked a couple of stickers on top of each other so they sort of like look longer or look like it's an appropriate, like the bust is on a column type of thing. But yeah, I like that the craft paper has added an element of color other than just black and gold, and sort of like the blue gold to the or blue shadow tones for the blue gray sticker shadow thingies, whatchamacallums. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of like it. But next time I'll try a different color. So next time I might try the black, or I might try like bright white underneath it to see how I like it. But yeah, so for now I've got a 2-page spread for this week. And then it'll be good to go. Honestly, I can probably put this as a side at the moment and at least get another little bit revised, because like all that I'm really doing is just adding like tasks that I want to make sure I do daily. I might pull it out real quick, and if I remember something else that needs to be done, like has to be done this week. Yeah, but that's how it's going. So, hooray. But let's go ahead and see how you did. Cool Gamer, back with the original channel. Hello, everybody in chat. Hello, welcome. How did you do on the third sprint? I think I finally am done with the Boudreaux for now. Did not think it'd take me that long. But like I said at the beginning of the session, I was like, I think today is mostly going to be about setting up for next week and thinking about how this next week is going to be time blocked. So I've added some of those things in as like little mini notes to myself. But yeah. So don't forget to vote in the picture poll as to which you think your main character would prefer in terms of how to clear their head. Would they prefer meditation or would they prefer exercise? So there you go. That's your picture poll for today. Becky is here. Hello, welcome. You learned last night that you're almost at the midpoint and you're already at 111,000 words. So you went through and labeled some scenes that are now on the chopping block. Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, because there is chunky and then there is maybe a little too much. And while I appreciate chunky, it is pretty easy to get to that a little too much point. Let's go ahead and do another sprint. I was not sharing, so now I have to go and share. Apologize for all the clicking. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure you take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. If you need a hand or wrist stretch, please do that. And 4 is making sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? That was a pretty good sprint for me. I felt like I got a good bit revised. So let's see how many words it was. Yeah, 1,298 words revised, which is good. Excellent, which also means I can move my next sticky up here. How about you? How'd you do? How did you do? That was a pretty quick revision. Not a huge amount that needed to be changed, but definitely going through and sort of like cleaning up some things. In terms of your your manuscript, there's chunky, and then there's your current monstrosity. Maybe you'll have to do like J.K. Rowling did and like Who else did it? Split it into part 1 and part 2. What was the other? Because the Harry Potter movies did it. Lord of the Rings, the original trilogy. Was it? Oh, Twilight did it. That's what it was. Twilight did it. I was trying to remember what else around the same time frame did that, but yeah. Okay, so JK is here. Hello, welcome. I worked mostly in my bullet journal, and then I just swapped over to revision with data sprint. So, Kara says I've gotten about 50 pages edited. Nice. That is a good chunk. That is a very good chunk. Becky got 445 words that sprint. Fantastic. Lovely. Becky says it honestly might need to split into 2. It might also just have some structural issues, but Swit, that's not a first draft problem. Exactly. It is not a first draft problem. Unless you have a brilliant idea that will let you split it at an appropriate spot where it's like a nice cliffhanger or like an appropriate structure point to do so. Or you think you can figure out how to structure it to where it's fine splitting. But yeah. Coffee Crate Connect. Hey all, how's it going? My day is going good so far. I've made some productive sprints today already, and then did the Bujo update, and then now revising. So we're doing good. We're doing good. But also I'm feeling very well hydrated, so I'm gonna have to take a bio break during this next sprint. So there's that. Also, what else? I don't think I showed y'all. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. That a friend of mine has asked me to, asked me to make a lab for like a Labrador crochet amigurumi critter, and I found a critter that I think will do. It's very cute, but this picture is very deceiving in terms of like, oh, it's like cute, so which means it must be small. And then I scrolled all the way to the bottom, past the instructions, and that's how big it is. Like it's like a child's torso. Much bigger than I was anticipating, but that is okay. I did not think to look and see like how much actual yarn I would need. This says 200 meters. I'm like, oh, I hope I have enough of this yellow. In the partial skein that I was started with, the answer is no, I do not. But maybe with the second one, I also maybe. But I bought the bundle of patterns from this Etsy shop, and it's TIM Magic Ring. So Tim Magic Ring, but I think TIM is initials. So there was Potato the Golden, which is it's either a retriever or a lab, or it could be both, like me. But that's the one I'm going to start with. And then the bundle also had a corgi and a husky and a beagle. And so it tells you where to appropriately change colors and like how to do the different ears and stuff. So I bought the bundle because I was like, surely, I would love a little husky. And a corgi would also be really cute. So yeah, so I got those. And then I think from the same Etsy shop, I got 2 different cat and a bunny like bundle. So yeah, but that's how we are. So I started with the oops, I just like spilled half of the yarn ball that just fell. So here's this is the size of the corgi, not the corgi, the golden's back legs and about half of the body length. So it's going to be much bigger than my other projects. So again, I'm hoping I have enough yarn. I just dropped it again. But yeah. So there's that. But we'll see. It's so far that part's been very easy. So I'm waiting on. I ordered some of the safety eyeballs. They're like different colored and kind of glittery looking. They're not glitter like touch, but so those should come tomorrow. So then I will have a pair of eyeballs that is appropriately sized, because the ones I ordered were only prior to this, I think, are only 8 millimeters. So they're much smaller, much too small for a dog that size. So yeah. Anyway, that's how I'm doing. Let's go ahead and do another sprinty sprint. One more. Coffee Crate Connect is a little tired from camping. Ooh, I like camping, but I have found that I like glamping more than I like regular camping. Like, I like a bed, but I do like to be able to go outside and like look at the stars and things and not have a huge amount of light pollution. So there's so yeah, but I think one of the funnest glamping trips was they had it used to be in a different state park, and I think they have moved to Hart State Park in Georgia, but they used to have yurts, like wooden round yurts, essentially like the precursor to a geodesic dome. But they were like more solid than a traditional yurt, which I think is made with just like leather and canvas and fabric and whatnot. But they had wooden framed ones. But they moved them at some point in the early 2000s from Bobby Brown State Park to Hart State Park. But yeah, I mean, they had bunk beds, they had rocking chairs. It was great. I loved it. So I am a huge fan of glamping, if you will, if that is the appropriate term. You've stayed in a yurt. You prefer the camper. Ooh, it's very small, but you prefer having your own bathroom, especially at night. This is also true. Yes, that is a very good point. All right, let's go ahead and do another sprint. I've rolled the waterfall down to 25 minutes instead of 30. So this will take us just past the top of the hour. But I think that'll be good enough for today. And this is, I think, our 5th sprint. So 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. I agree, Kara. I like camping in a cabin with a bed, running water, and electricity. Yes. Number 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Hopefully you have had a good day in terms of the stream and in terms of getting stuff done. I've got my next week fully set up in terms of like the basics. I have 2 scenes edited or revised again. How many words did I get that time? I should check. 1,073. So I plug that in. I thought I had already opened that, but apparently I closed it. Okay. So we are sitting just shy of 24,000 for the month, which is good. Very good. How'd you do? Did you do okay? Hopefully you did okay. JL says, that sounds fun in terms of the camping. I hope you're able to get some rest now that you're back, and good to see you. Yes. I'm hoping that tonight I can figure out the rest of the body in terms of the crochet stuff, and maybe up to where I have to put the crochet eyes, the eyes, safety eyes for the head. I may have to wait till tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, and then maybe figure out how to do the feathered serpent this week as well. Maybe that one. I don't know. We'll see. It looked relatively easy compared to some of the others. So then I will have another sort of myth and legend critter to go with the gargoyle back there. But yeah, and then hopefully I'm thinking the revisions, continue with the revisions, outline a couple of short stories and 1 act in the next like novel of the series. Hopefully, cross my fingers. I'm hoping that it's going to work that way, but we'll see. All right. That I think is going to be it for me today. I appreciate you joining me and getting some productivity and some revision done. And hopefully y'all will be back tomorrow, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3-ish, and Sundays 2 to 5-ish. Ooh, Becky coming in hot with 714 words. Nice. Very good. Very excellent. Also, in terms of our poll for which does your character prefer to clear their mind, meditation or exercise, 61% says meditation and 39% says exercise. So there you go. There's the answer in terms of meditation versus exercise. This one is going to be tomorrow's date night edition. Does your main character prefer a movie night or a video game night? Does your character prefer sort of like cozy vibes or a bit of fun competition vibes? That's the question for Monday. So, all right. Thank you very much. Hopefully I will see y'all soon. If not, I will see you whenever. And also don't forget to save. Bye.